I'm a little lit, okay? But right now, it was fun, right? And I had cameras and stuff, so I did photos and videos. And that didn't work out. I don't know if I slept through it or what. I didn't put it on AM, on PM the whole time. I slept through it. I slept through my alarm, so whatever. But then when I finally woke up, I was checking my footage, downloading shit and all that different stuff. And a friend of mine called me and was like, "Oh, we're looking for a fourth for spades." So I was like, okay, I'll play some spades, right? I'll go over and have a good time. I had took some wine to the party the other day, so it was still there, so I could finish off my little wine and stuff like that before it go bad. Because I usually just go to this spot on Fridays. What was I talking about? I'm on my way home, right? So I'm just gonna be on here until the train comes, and it's supposed to come in like this now. Let's see how long. Maybe I'll walk up and down the platform so I'm not disturbing people, because I am just a little lit. Okay, 4 minutes, Dougie Fresh, and you're off. So yeah, so I'm at this party, right? And we're playing cards, and I mean, it's only 5 of us, but like the conversation is raucous. It is raucous. And it was like so many discussions, and the discussions were loud. So we're trying to play cards, and people aren't paying attention, and this and the other. It was a really close game, and my partner was, and I'm floating free. I don't care. I'm good. I'm having a good time. I'm glad that I'm outside. I've had a wonderful weekend. Blah blah blah, this and the other. But they get to arguing about something, and they're not like mean arguing, not like upset with each other, just arguing their point, right? And then they were talking about my shirt. So he was like, "Oh, I don't like that shirt," whatever. And I was like, "Well, you don't have to wear it, right? You don't have to wear this shirt, so you don't have to like it." There's a train coming in. Hold on a minute. This right here, this is my trans solidarity shirt. Oh, that's how I think of it, because it's like kind of in the trans colors. And I love this shirt, and I love what it represents. And when people look at it, sometimes I think they think that I'm trans. I'm not trans, right? Like, I was born a male. I've always wanted to be a male, all that different stuff. But like, this is for solidarity. Because I'm 50-something years old, and I've known trans people since I was like 16, 17. So I'm good with them. I ain't got no problem with them. What's going on? I ain't got on my glasses. Let me see. Hello, having a good day. Hello, I'm having a wonderful evening. How are you? Are you having a great evening? My train is coming in 2 minutes, right? Or should I wait? Should I wait like for the next one, which is 10 minutes, and like live stream for a little while? If you stay with me, I'll wait. If you're not gonna stay with me, then I'm gonna leave. Like, if you thumb it up, then I'll wait. But if you don't thumb it up, then I'm gonna go ahead and get on the train in 2 minutes. But anyway, so we got to talking about this shirt. And I call this my trans solidarity shirt because, I am in solidarity with the trans community. They deserve the right to live. So we got into this whole discussion about it. And this one little young boy, he's like 25, right? And he's like, "Oh, I support trans people, but this and the other, but this and the other. And I'm a man. I'm a man because I have a, blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, but like, what does someone else being trans have to do with your manhood? And he went all over the place talking about nothing. The answer is nothing. What somebody else, I'm the center of my universe. You are the center of your universe. The next person is the center of their universe. What you decide to do with your body and who you are has nothing to do with me. Especially if we're not dating, we're not family, then it has absolutely nothing to do with me, right? But he's going on and on. "Oh, I support the trans community, but. It's like, but it has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. And it does not threaten your manhood. At least I don't. It doesn't threaten mine. It does not threaten my manhood. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an out gay man. and I have been probably since I was 16 years old. It doesn't threaten my manhood that you are trans, or that you are straight, or that you are gay, or that you're non-binary. It does not affect me, because I am who I am, and I'm gonna be who I am. So we had this, but it got really, really loud. And it wasn't like a mean discussion. It wasn't an argument, but it was just a loud discussion, because, you know, folks were drinking and smoking a little, you know what I'm saying, a little Mary Jane, you know, so, you know, it was really, really loud. And to the place where the host was like, shut up, you're too loud, shut up. And I'm like, shh, and telling the host, you're not making it better by screaming, like, and it's not always so raucous over there, but it does tend to be raucous sometimes, right? It's a little raucous sometimes, which I don't mind, because it's entertaining. But in the meantime, while they're doing all of this, I'm making TikToks. Literally, I'm making dance TikToks, because there's this new dance, and it's so stupid, and it's so simple, and it's so easy, but it's like this. I'm gonna show you. It's like, it's so stupid, and it's so funny to me, and it's so easy. So I'm probably going to be doing it all over the city, because it brings me joy, because it's so funny and it's so stupid and it's so easy that I can literally just put down the phone and start doing it, and people don't know what the hell I'm doing. They're like, what's wrong with it? Especially because I'm Gen X, right? Especially people my age. They're like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Like, just randomly doing this stupid little dance. Like, and then like I do what I'm gonna do, and then I'm like, oh, it's for TikTok. And then they're like, oh, okay. Because they know I'm a content creator, and they pay it no mind, right? They're like, whatever, you know, they're like, whatever. But some people I know who are around my age, you know, they older, Gen X, 50 something, they're thinking about getting into it, but they don't know how. So they always asking me a bunch of questions. And I give them my best advice and encourage them to do it if they want to, and just to go and have fun and create the content and see where it goes. Actually, my sister, we were just chatting on Facebook, and I was on a live, and she just happened to come in, and we were chatting. She's like, I'm thinking of, you know, I just want to do story times. And I'm like, do it. Like, just start it, doing what you like to do. Then, you know, each video you make, just watch it and tweak the, you know, little elements. Be like, oh, I don't like this, I can do this better. The lighting could be better here. Oh, the sound, I could do the sound better here. And so each time you do a video, you do it a little better and a little better and a little better, until you're very happy with at least the output. And then you can work on like your delivery and your script and all that good stuff. But just start. All you got to do is start, and then critique yourself as you go along. And listen, if you don't like those old videos and they're cringe and all that good stuff, you can always delete them. You can delete them. I deleted a video today. I was reacting to Ariana Grande's new video, and it only got like 10 views. Like, I'm like, why would it only get 10 views? Okay, so I deleted it. No harm, no foul. You know, I tried it. If it got 1,000 views or 800 views, I would have left it up, but it didn't. So I went on about my business. Yeah, but it was just so crazy that that they had like this loud argument about trans issues because of my shirt. But I think partially for me, that's what it's meant to represent. It's meant to represent the discussion, the opening of an intelligent discussion about human beings, about like what we do and who we are and how we represent ourselves and how we define ourselves. And I'm gonna watch this back later because I'm a little tipsy, right? And you know, I've had a few shots, you know, and I've had some wine. So I'm cool, but I know I have a little, I know I'm a little tipsy and I'm a little less inhibited than I usually am. And I'm not that inhibited to begin with. I'm not. I'll be shy a little bit when I first meet somebody, but like when I'm out live streaming or when I'm doing videos or something like that, I am very much in character. I'm very much an outgoing, kind of character. I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be being shy while I'm creating content. I ain't got time to be being shy while I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, people might be watching me, might be like, what's going on with him? What is he doing? I don't care. Because I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? And you can be listening if you get some, and there's this trans person over here, or I don't know if he's trans, but he's dressed like he might be trans, over here now. I want to sit down next to them and be like, now listen, we had this big discussion, but I'm not going to do it. I don't want to get nobody who might not want to be on the camera and stuff like that into my little discussion. But yeah. So my train is coming. So I appreciate the likes. And if people see this later on, make sure just to like it and say hello in the comments and let me know what you feel about trans issues. Don't be mean. Be intelligent. Have an intelligent discussion, because that's what I enjoy. Even if you disagree, make it intelligent. Make your points, and don't be mean. Be scholastic. Be scholastic. Okay, this is Robert Anton. There's my train. Oh, nope, that's not my train. That's the garbage train, so I got a few more minutes. How long did that? Oh, my train is coming in 3 minutes. Okay. I missed one train for y'all, as I said that I would, but I got to go home because I don't know what I'm going to do. I might post up one of the dances I did at the, because I did like 5 takes of 2 or 3 different dances at this party while they were like loudly debating and stuff like that. And they were basically paying me no attention. And when I started out doing it, this one kid, the one who was the loudest, was trying to get in the video because he thought that I was streaming already. But like I was just about to do the little countdown and stuff like that to do the dance, the Keith Lee dance. And I was like, okay, let's set it up, So like, just wait until I cross my arms and then you bust into the video. He got to talking and missed the whole thing. And I was like, why you missed the darn video? We done the darn video. You said you wanted to be in the video, and I'm doing the video, and you ain't jumping in and doing what you're supposed to be doing. You ain't doing your part. Like, what, So anyway, so that's why I mostly end up doing my videos alone, and I do a lot of stuff at home, right? And this let me see if the next train is, if I can see the lights, but this garbage train is just sitting here, and I don't know if they're not, I don't know if they're getting garbage or what, but they're just sitting here, and so they're gonna keep, they're gonna hold up my train. Oh, nope, it's right there. Look. It's waiting, and I bet the people on the train waiting are like, what the heck is going on? Let's get this going. It's the middle of the night. They're either on their way home or they're on their way out to the club or to the bar. I am on my way home. I rarely do the bars and clubs lately. I go to house parties. I go to card parties. I go to a lot of different people's places. I rarely go to the bars. I rarely go to the clubs. If I want to dance, I usually end up going to like a street party or outdoors dance party, like a block party or something like that to dance. Because like clubs for me, sometimes, and these days, people in the club don't even dance. It's like, why are you here? Why do you pay $20 to get there? $10, $15 per drink. And then you just stand on the wall or you sit and look at people. Like, really? Listen, Gen X and boomers, we don't do that. We get out there on the floor and dance. We get out there on the floor and sweat. You know what I'm saying? And have a good time. We get home and we be tired, ready to fall out. Just lay on the bed and just fall out. May not even make it to the bed. Make it to the couch. Lock the door and fall on the couch and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? But these kids today, they don't do that. And I don't understand it. Like, why are you just standing around? Why you just, you're supposed to be here, you're spending all this money and you're not doing nothing. So I don't, that's why one reason I don't go. Now, the last club I went to was Club Lambda. And it's in Brooklyn and it's quite a trek. But I went because there's a social media influencer that I follow on Instagram, and he was hosting a party, or he was hosting the night, basically. So I went to meet him, and thank goodness when I got there, you know, he wasn't there and stuff like that yet. But before the night ended, I got to speak to him. He gave me a big hug and thanked me for coming out, because I told him I just came here to see you because I follow you on Instagram and I think you're, you know, gorgeous and sweet and funny. He was like, oh man, thank you, so I really appreciate that, and gave me a big hug, and that made my night, right? But they also had performances, so I recorded some of the performances. We did some dancing. Some of us did actually dance. We did some frolicking. We did some frolicking, you know, I met me a little boy or whatever. And by boy, he was like 40 years old, 40 something. But, so it was a good time. But it's not usually my thing. Now, I need to go to the Lambda Lounge. I've never been. It's been open for years now. And I know one of the owners because he plays cards with me. And he's played cards to me since like the Chi-Chi days. But I've never gone. When I went to Club Lambda, he was there. But generally, he says that his partner controls the Club Lambda, and he controls the Lambda Lounge. But he was there that night, and I got to talk to him a few times during the night. What's going on? It's not stopping. Oh my God, why? Oh, because there's a train right behind it. There's a train right behind it. Yeah, so, you know, but I'm going to go to Club Lambda eventually. Somebody told me that they play cards on Tuesday night and they have karaoke on Wednesday night, or the other way around. So I'm going to plan on going this summer. Maybe get a few people and be like, let's just go down, do karaoke, or go down and play cards and, you know, have a good time, have a drink or two, and get up out of here. Because, like, in New York, at some clubs, and I've heard about Club Lambda, you know, 2 drinks could be $30 or $35. So, you know, that's like, what? They better be strong. This is my train. I'm actually gonna go inside and then I'm gonna cut this off, or maybe I might just let it cut off whenever it cuts off. Let's see if it goes to like the next, if it'll stay open until the next stop. The next, we're at 191st Street, and the next stop I think is 181. And it's nice and cool in here. Oh my God. It is nice and cool. I'm all up in the camera and stuff like that, right? Let's see if it stays on while I'm in here. Y'all want to see this has been what a mood I am in. You still there? It's off now. Mine is the next stop, but it takes longer to get there than it took this to get there. But have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out. Peace. Now, how you cut this thing off?